All right, folks, welcome to Primetime Rundown, Week 3 edition. If this is your first time watching Primetime Rundown, this is the show where we recap Thursday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football, and then look at the games from the previous week too, and we give our analysis, kind of give our takes, and see what happens. Just a side note, I went live for all these games that we're going to talk about from Week 2, so if you want a live commentary of the game and come in and watch a game with us, check out our lives on TikTok. So, first game, Vikings versus Eagles. Eagles took that game 34-28, where Kirk Cousins was a beast in that game, and DeAndre Swift was also a beast in that game too. But the real story of that game was the Vikings not being able to hold on to the football. Believe they fumbled like 4 times, and the Eagles got the ball every single time they did, and the Vikings couldn't establish the run game. So Eagles took care of business in that one. Jalen Hurts had a pretty good game. Devonta Smith had a good game too. And DeAndre Swift has shown that he has lead back capability in that Eagles offense. So looking forward to last Sunday too, moving forward to that. Dolphins and Patriots on Sunday Night Football. Patriots wearing the wonderful red throwbacks. But the Dolphins got the better of them, 24-17 in a close game. Tua looked pretty good. The Dolphins offense once again shined. And the Patriots, they've kept it close with 2 very good ball clubs this year. So I feel like the Patriots could be a sneaky team this year. It came down to a Mike Gesicki pitch back to Cole Strange on the offensive line, and he didn't end up getting the first down, but definitely was an interesting game, one of my favorites from last week. And then Monday Night Football, Saints beat the Panthers 20-17. Panthers came back late. Saints really didn't convince me that good, but their defense looked solid, and they took care of business. And then the Steelers ended up beating the Browns 26-22 in a close game. Nick Chubb, unfortunately, out for the year with a horrific knee injury. I'm really sorry to hear about Nick Chubb, and it's a shame to see him go down that way. He's probably one of my favorite players in the NFL, but it's unfortunate. So Steelers get the W there. Steelers are actually back on primetime this week. We'll talk about that game when we get to it, but moving ahead to Week 3, dropping our predictions. Oh yeah, by the way, I went 3 for 4 last week, so a lot better than my 0 for 3 the first week. So this week, Thursday Night Football, Giants at the 49ers on Prime Video. And the Giants won last week. They did. They came back and rallied against the Cardinals when it looked like they were not going to do much. They played 6 quarters this year at the start of scoreless football. So not ideal for what you want to see if you're a Giants fan. And the 49ers went out and beat the Rams in what was somewhat of a close one. They won by 7 points, but the Rams did kick a field goal at the end to just make it that 7-point game. But I think I'm going to take the 49ers in this one. It's pretty hard to argue against the best team in the league right now. And yes, I said the 49ers are the best team in the league right now. You could argue Cowboys too, but they really have to prove it to me in order to take that title. So I'll take the 49ers in that one. Giants struggle. They just lost Saquon too for about 3 weeks. So I'll take the 49ers in that game, and probably a blowout once again. It'll probably be, I'm thinking 35-14 maybe. 35-14 we'll go with. 49ers beat the Giants. All right, Sunday Night Football then. Steelers going into Vegas playing the Raiders with Jimmy G and Devontae Adams there. So the Raiders took a loss at the hands of the Bills last week, and obviously we already covered the Steelers game. And I think I'm going to go with the Raiders bouncing back here and getting a W. They got a tight win in Week 1 against the Broncos, but I feel like at home they're going to have a good game. They got offensive weapons. I feel like Josh Jacobs is going to get back in rhythm. He hasn't looked very good this whole year, but I think he'll be able to get back in rhythm and take care of business for the Raiders. Then we have 2 Monday Night Football games. We have Eagles at Buccaneers and Rams at Bengals. For Eagles at Buccaneers, Baker has looked surprisingly good for the Buccaneers, and the Eagles come in rolling on a 2-game win streak. So it's a tight one here. I think I'm actually going to go with Eagles. I don't think the Buccaneers are going to upset them, but I think it'll be tight. I'm probably going to go with, let's go 30-27. Eagles win. Oh yeah, and I forgot to predict for the Steelers and Raiders, so I'm going to say Raiders win that game 21-17. And then Rams and Bengals, a Super Bowl rematch from 2 years ago. And the question about this is Joe Burrow going to be healthy for the game? I heard he has calf injury or he has a calf injury again, or it's maybe the still one lingering from training camp. But I feel like it's going to be difficult. The Rams almost got it done against the 49ers, and they did beat the Seahawks week 1. Two very good teams. So I'm actually, I'm probably going to go with the Rams in this game. I think they'll surprise the Bengals, and the Bengals will slide to 0-3, especially if Burrow's not going to end up playing. So that's a tight game. It's tough, but it's going to happen. So that's it for Primetime Rundown for week 3. If you liked it, share the account, follow the account, and check out the rest of our stuff. Cheap Seats coming out again. Actually, it'll probably be out by the time of this episode. So check that out as well, and we will see you in week 4 for Primetime Rundown.